Hi, I'm Lucas. I am in my final semester of mechanical engineering.
Okay, what's been your favorite memory in Monash so far?
My favorite memory is probably the time I almost blew up one of the labs. I was fixing uh, like fairy lights, right? And I don't know what happened. Like it probably short circuited or something, but it exploded right in my face. I didn't go blind or anything, but yeah, that was interesting.
Would you do that again?
No, no way. I would not do that again.
What is what was your first impression of Monash? Yeah.
Um, so I first came into Monash Christian Fellowship because I had a few friends who were already there, so naturally they just invited me. The first time I came, I hated it. uh, yeah, I hated it because it was really boring for me. There was a lot of Bible verses that I had to read, and I hate reading. Yeah, so naturally it was very draggy in my opinion back then.
What made you go back?
What made me go back was, even though I hated it at first, I slowly realized that this is what it means to be Christian. What it means to be Christian is to live under the Word and really let the Word shape you. And that takes time. That takes a lot of hard work in trying to understand what God is always trying to say in His Word. Yeah. So I think what really got me to come back was the fact that uh, I really started to realize what God intended for me to do by reading His Word. Yeah, and it was a hunger for learning more about God and learning more about my place in His kingdom that got me coming back.
How did you get over your hatred of reading?
Well, I'm naturally not a very good reader. Uh, so how I got over it was, I guess it sounds cliche, but you just gotta keep trying. You gotta keep having it in your mind that if this is how God chooses to reveal Himself, you gotta work hard to try to understand Him through reading His Word. So that's how I did.
So at first you hated it. How do you find it after the next couple of times that you were going?
So even though I hated it at first, I started to really love learning about God's Word when I started coming to CF more. My hunger for God really just grew because of the people as well who kept teaching me patiently and getting me to see what was in the Bible.
What would you say is the biggest impact MCF has had in your life?
I definitely do think that CF impacted me a lot in my life. Um, so there was a period of time where I really considered transferring to Monash, Australia, but it was out of my own self-interest. I was nothing about wanting to glorify God in that decision making. Yeah, so that's always what I wanted to do. But eventually, after coming to CF a lot, understanding the word, I realized that that wasn't the right choice. It was a really selfish choice. Yeah, and after talking to a lot of people and reading the Bible and thinking about it a lot, I was inspired to continue being in Malaysia. I was inspired and empowered to make the right decision of staying and loving my brothers and sisters rightly instead of making a decision that would have only benefited me. Yeah. I decided that the wiser choice was therefore to stay and to help my Christian brothers and sisters as well as to evangelize my non-Christian friends in Malaysia. Yeah. So I would definitely say that was a big turning point in my life.
Would you say Monash CF helped you realize this?
Yeah, for sure Monash CF helped me realize this. After talking to a lot of people, uh, it really helped me realize a lot of things that I wouldn't have realized if I made the decision myself.
What is your hope for MCF? Given that you're going to leave soon, what do you hope to see in the coming years?
What my hope for MCF is that you guys will continue doing the gospel-centered ministry that you've always been doing. My hope is to see you guys produce more people who would fear God and to come under His word.